Hey guys, welcome to Tutorial Series 7. I'm reviewing this, which is the DC Multiverse Justice League the Animated Series, Green Lantern. So really cool, really blessed, picked this up today. And this is pretty neat. It's based on Green Lantern from Justice League the Animated Series. It's set in the same universe as the Superman and Batman animated series, if you didn't know. And it's pretty cool. This is the first character they've done from Justice League, and it's the first out of the three between Batman and Superman. Hopefully they'll do more. Maybe we'll get the whole lineup one day, but it's pretty cool. We got some nice artwork there, tells you where it's from, and let's open this up. Just like all of these, you do get the trading card, which is very cool. And then you have a bio on the back, which tells you the bio from the TV show and the year. And I think that's pretty cool. Like I said, the trading cards, or I mentioned in previous videos, I think they're pretty neat. You know, they're not like the main part of buying it, but I think they're pretty neat. And you also get display base, which I like. And here we have Green Lantern, and I think the face sculpt is done pretty nicely. You know, it's animated, it looks good. It's got the eyebrows, the glowing green eyes with the white, and then it's got the little beard there. It definitely looks like the animated version of Jon Stewart, which is pretty cool. And then you have the Sprite green down here. You got his little emblem with the white and the green. I think that's cool. Now, you might notice the shoulder pads, because of how the butterfly joints stick out, it kind of cuts through there where it should all be solid green. I mean, it doesn't really bother me. I have seen some people complain about it, but it doesn't really bother me that much. You have the green on the forearms. You have these little lines that are molded into the costume. I think that's pretty neat, or molded into the sculpt. You know, they could just paint them on there. I think it's cool that they molded them. And they do go across the back, too. And then moving down, you also have the green boots. And on the arm, you also have the green ring, which is pretty cool. And it is molded. It's kind of hard to see, but they did actually mold a lantern insignia on there. I think that's pretty neat. And, yeah. In terms of detail, there's not a lot to go over, but to be honest, this is how the suit looks on the show. You know, it doesn't have like a whole bunch of intricate details, so I don't really mind how they've done it here, and I think it looks pretty good for what it is. In terms of articulation, you got a 360 of the head. You can look up and down. Now, I have noticed some of these in the packaging. I don't know why, but the heads on some of these are kind of messed up in the packaging. That's kind of why I waited on getting some of them until I found a good one. But yeah, this one's pretty good. In terms of arm rotation, you got a 360 there. They swing out, and they're on the butterfly joints, which are really nice. I really like the butterfly joints. Like, it does cut off the paint here, but I really like them. And then you got a 360 there. You have the single joint elbows. And Mcfarlane, Todd Mcfarlane has mentioned in some of his interviews and stuff, the reason why we're not really seeing double joint elbows on some of these is because he wants the figures to look good. And I'll be honest, you know, while double joint elbows would be cool, because of like how they are with their muscles and everything on these animated figures, they probably wouldn't look right. So I think that's pretty cool and understandable. You have 360 of the wrist, and it moves up and down. And while you don't get an alternate pair of arms, it does look like they are the same joints that they use on the Batman and Superman, where they just kind of come off that peg, which I like. You have rotation there, and you also have 360 at the torso, so that's pretty cool. I like that. The legs come forwards, backwards, and outwards. You have double jointed knees, which are nice, and the feet move up and down, rotate side to side, and have toe articulation, which is pretty cool. Toe articulation, in my opinion, isn't necessary, but I really like it. And I do think it's cool, too, that they include these display bases, because sometimes the problem with toe articulations is it can really mess up how a character stands over the years if the toes like get loose, and I think that's why a lot of people kind of prefer them not to be done. But by including a base, they've they've kind of eliminated that for the most part, which is good. For accessories, you get this huge translucent machine gun looking pretty cool. It's really nice. You can see where the hand slits in there. You got that little thing, and you just basically put this on the arm. Yeah, you can just slide onto his hand. He can wear it. He can hold it with the other. Whatever you want to do. It doesn't really fit on there too well, depending on how you have the hand, as you just saw. But it does get on there. It has some problems. It kind of depends on how it is. And I think it's also meant to kind of be held with the other hand, kind of like at the top of it. So there's that. Mine just doesn't really want to slide in there all the way. I don't know if maybe I need to push a little bit harder in, but either way, it's really cool. I do like that. And I like that they include a construct piece. You know, you don't see these a lot with Green Lantern toys anymore. And that is kind of how their powers work. So, you know, it's the main thing about them almost. I do like that. You also get this kind of earpiece thing that he can wear. I don't know, it's kind of looks like a visor, to be honest, but yeah, you kind of wear it. I think I have that on right. I probably don't, but I like it. I like how it's you know, like in the same kind of like colors of the gun. You know, it's very neat. I like that they did that, and I think those are pretty cool accessories. And here's a comparison with Batman and Superman from the animated universe, and there we go. Just had to rearrange them. They definitely work better with the bases on display. As you can see, I currently didn't put them on them, but yeah, they all look good together. They're all on the same scale. They look animated, and one thing I really like is, you know, with the DC animated universe, they had that they had that specific style of how they drew the characters, and these look similar to that. Like, you know, you don't see like kind of inconsistencies, but you see how, like, with their drawing style and how they've been made, they really do look like that kind of style, and they seem consistent to that universe, and I think that's pretty cool. And hopefully we'll get, like I said, they'll complete the league. Maybe they'll make more of these. I know they did talk about, I believe at Toy Fair, that, you know, the ones that sold well, they would continue making characters like that. So hopefully we'll see some more of these. I think they're pretty cool. And yeah, thank you for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.